welcome to my channel. I'm Andri. Today's video is a crazy get ready with me because I am awaiting guests, and whilst I did this look, I did a chit chat with you that's all over the place, but hey ho, here we are. Remember, if you like, to like, and if you're not subscribed, turn the bell for the notifications, and let's go and do this crazy look. Here we go. Are we ready? This is going to be such a quick get ready with me because I am currently waiting for guests to arrive, and I thought I would, oh, where is it? I thought I would do the get ready, do my makeup and all that with you right here. So if I don't name any products, do forgive me. But anyway, we're going in with Victoria Beckham, whatever, you know, Estee Lauder, which doesn't even exist anymore. I forgot to get a headband. I have clips here or anything. No, I am really rushing. Rico's just away in to get them. So first, should we chat about people? Let me go and get a hairband. I've got one here. I've got my Christmas one. Let's go with the Christmas one. I'm not liking this one, by the way, people. Right. First of all, I was called up. Those of you that watch the vlogs, you'll know I was called up to do the to have my booster and my flu jab. So I decided for the moment I would only have the flu jab, and actually I wasn't too well, so I got it yesterday. Today is Sunday, and I got it yesterday about 12 o'clock. The place was really quiet, and I asked all the questions and all of that, and then decided I would just get the flu, see how I get on with that, because you hear all these things with heart problems and all that, but I think it's more for the men that have the heart problems, and I think it's more with the Pfizer, but I don't know. I'm not an expert, people, you know this. I have no idea, so I just do what I think is best for me. So I decided to have the flu. I went with the flu. When I came home after it, I wasn't feeling great, but right now I'm feeling great. I mean, it didn't take long. This morning I woke up feeling really groggy, but after that went to the gym. By the time I got to the gym, actually I felt myself again. So I'm still considering the booster. I haven't rolled it out completely, but I can go back and get that anytime. Okay, so that's that about that. It's a big thing to, you know, take on. There's so many mixed opinions of it and all of that, but anyway, that's what I got done yesterday. I think, should we talk about my fantasy self, because I did say on my last vlog I was going to chat about my fantasy self. Now this came to mind when I was watching Caitlin whatever. I'll link her below. I'll link the video. Caitlin Pelosi. I can't say it. Anyway, right, I'll link her video below. And she was talking about the, you know, about her handbag collection and about not wanting a handbag collection, blah blah. But I'll link that video below and you can go off and watch it. And while she was doing that, she said she was going to stop shopping for her fantasy self, and I was like, wow, what a great saying! What an absolutely great saying! Shopping for your fantasy self. I mean, have you ever shopped for your fantasy self? And then I thought, I wonder all these people in YouTube. On YouTube, I should say, all these people that watch all these influencers, if they, you know, if they have a fantasy of being like these influencers and shopping for their fantasy self. Now, first of all, let me answer the question. Do I think I have a fantasy self? Yes, I do think I have a fantasy self. And that's where my name Andri's World came from. I'm talking really fast, I'm really sorry. Because one day Kelly and I were just kind of having a laugh, and I don't know, she looked at my long dresses in the wardrobe and all that, and why are you keeping them? And I said to her, well, that's for when I'm gonna eventually walk down the red carpet. And she's, oh, is this Andri's World again? That's where my YouTube and Instagram name came from, Andri's World. Okay, I'm going to go in with highlighter, and I'm going to go in with Hermes highlighter, which I have sitting right here behind me, people. So that's where that came from. So I do have a fantasy self, but I never ever shop for my fantasy self. because I won't even go into a shop and look at stuff if I'm not interested in buying, because if I see something I'll want it. So I always shop for me, this person right here, not my fantasy self. But I do have a fantasy self, you know. But is it such a bad thing to have a fantasy self? Because going back to The Secret, it's all about the power of attraction, isn't it? So if you have a fantasy self, then you know you're imagining yourself to be this person. That's what that's about, isn't it? The power of attraction is about imagining these things, feeling these things, wanting these things, and attracting them to you. So you know, there's a bit of controversy there, people, you know, that it's not always a bad thing. Some people think of it as a good thing. When it becomes a bad thing is if you're shopping, we're talking about shopping now, but it could mean anything, right? You're buying things and you don't actually need them. They don't really suit your lifestyle, but you're buying them for your fantasy self. I tried to explain this to my daughter-in-laws and they were like, what are you talking about, Andri? And then they're forever, the two of them, Ruth and Kelly, my daughter-in-laws, forever, we have a group chat and they're forever posting outfits on it. Look, what about this, what about this? And I said to them, are you shopping for your fantasy selves? And they were like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. No, but we just add things in our baskets. And I says, yeah, that's you shopping for your fantasy self. And then Kelly says, this outfit would be really nice for a works do da da da. Now Kelly's self-employed, she works for herself, she is the only employee. She's the boss, she's the employee, she's everything, and yet she's looking at outfits for a work night. I said, see, that's you shopping for your fantasy self. Do we get it? Anyway, let me quickly tell you, I looked up what it means, and it is, a fantasy self is a highly ideal image of not only who you want to be, but also who you want others to perceive you as being. So there's two things here. It's not only just what you want to be, but it's what you want others to think of you as, okay? So one's good, I think, you know, what yourself, but when you're trying to put on a persona that's not really you, then that's not good. That's not good. People should see you for what you are. That's what I believe. So in this topic here, in this video, if we get to finish it, because I might have to stop, we're talking about, because you see when I talk, I forget to put my makeup on. I'm going to go with eyeshadows, people. Okay, we're going to go with Chanel, and this is the only palette that I keep in here, because this is the tweed one, and I don't want my tweed to get dirty, so we're going to go in with this. So anyway, for this video, we're going to just be talking about, you know, your own fantasy self and not what you want others to see you as, okay? Because that is wrong. That's just not right. So for example, do you have clothes in your wardrobe with labels on that you never wear, that you haven't worn? Because that's probably you shopping for your fantasy self, because you've thought, oh, this would be perfect for such an occasion, this would look good, when you don't really have that occasion. Basically, I mean, it could work for books, for makeup, for stationery, anything, you know, when you buy handbags, people with handbags, when you buy all these handbags and you don't have the occasion to use the handbags, or make the occasion to use, I suppose we can always make an occasion, can't we? So that's what a fantasy self was. Honestly, I was trying to explain that to my daughter-in-laws and they just weren't getting it. They were like, no, that's weird. That's too weird, Andri. No, they just didn't get it. But I do have a fantasy self. I've always been like that as a child. You know, this law of attraction thing, for me, I've always had this thing, like, and I always have this belief, if I want something, I will eventually get it, no matter how long it takes. And I don't know where that comes from, but I've always had that thing about me, like, you know. So I do believe to a certain extent. Now they talk about attracting it from wherever. For me, it would always be, I remember as a child always going, please God, can I have? I know people, but you know, it's whatever you believe in, whatever you believe brings you the things. But I've always had this inner feeling within myself, so that's partly That's not my fantasy self though. That's just me believing in myself and believing that, you know, what I want. This sounds like I'm somebody that's really, really greedy. But it's because I'm not very good at explaining things, which you've probably all gathered by now. But we get there eventually, don't we? We get there. So that was the Tweed Purple palette. I'm now going in with my Eyes to Mesmerize Charlotte Tilbury, just to jazz everything up. So let me know if you have a fantasy self, because that's what Caitlin was saying. She says she needs to stop shopping for her fantasy self, because really, I mean, for example, me, all week I'm in leggings, you know, my gym gear, that's what I wear all week. But you know, and then I buy some new clothes every new season. Like now I've had to buy a few things because my size is different. Plus styles do change, and you just need to add the odd thing just to update your wardrobe. And there's nothing wrong with treating yourself, people. Absolutely nothing wrong. You know, right now, because everybody's, well, not everybody's struggling, but things are harder just now for a lot of people. We're almost made to feel guilty about talking about these things, although you wouldn't think that when you see unboxings on YouTube. But nothing wrong with that either. Everybody has to live their own life and let others live their life as well. Okay, I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, and remember, open your eye when you're going to do the end one. That's the easy eye. Don't look now when I do this eye. Not so bad. Not so bad. Let's just touch that one up a bit more. There we go. Okay, let's do a bit of contouring. I have my Dior palette here. I'm going to go in with the Dior palette here to contour. Okay, that's what it looks like. So let's get my contouring brush. We'll go in with this one right here, which is bronze. Go here. And go here. There we go. Go along here and here. And then just chisel the chin. I've got quite a chiseled chin, people. It's okay. And I don't have a very good forehead, but that's what everybody else does, so I'm doing that too. We need some rouge. I'm calling it rouge again because that's, I'm old, people. That's what I call these things, rouge. We got enough. I might go in with a bit. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go in with just. I want to outline that with a wee bit more darkness. Beautiful, this. That's better. Do we see that? Is that not better now? You see, just to emphasise that bit there. Here we go. When I'm off camera, I'm going to go over everything and blend it in properly, because I am really rushing now to get this done before my guests arrive, people. So I am having Gula, her sister, Maria, my goddaughter, George and Ruth are coming, and all of that. So I want to tidy away this makeup before they arrive. Oh, I'm going to go in with grey. I've done grey for a while. Is that grey? I can't even see now. Is that a light blue? I think it's a light blue. Honestly, just all over the place with the makeup here. Back to Caitlin. I mean, when she says, I think she wants to kind of downsize her handbag collection, that's why she was talking about things like that. But you'll hear a lot of, not a lot, you'll hear people on YouTube, they collect things. So basically, are people, when they're buying all these handbags and all these luxury things, and they really don't have the life for all of these luxury things, are they buying for their fantasy self? Are they buying because they simply love shopping? addicted to shopping. Just love handbags. I mean, I love handbags, but I don't buy handbags every day because I would run out of money if I bought handbags every day. And I do like to use what I have. I've put highlighter on. I've put do you know what I've not put on? Now, you know how I don't like sorry, all of chit chat all over the place. You know how I don't like concealer? Well, I've worked out a way of liking concealer, and that is to wet my sponge. I know you're going, oh really? Could have told you that a long time ago. I put too much, people. That's what happens when you're in a hurry. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's Rico messaging me to say he's picked them up and is on his way. Oh my goodness me! It's a crazy chit chat video, people. It stopped recording on me, people, but I was saying, I don't know where it stopped. I put Armani Privé on and I sprayed it everywhere, but not too much because, oh, it's lovely and sweet, because we don't want, I'll put some white here, some white here, some white there, that's that. And I'm probably going to have to leave you and finish off the video. I'm going to have to go because they're on their way and I've got my mop and my hoover sitting down there. So it's a crazy chit chat, people. It's a crazy chit chat. I need to get my mascara on and then I've got the intro to do, so I've not got time to finish this. So catch you later, people. Okay, I'm back. Do you know what? I forgot to put the rouge, didn't I? Knew something was missing. That's better. And the hair is down. And the wrinkles are bad, but it doesn't matter. That's the look. That's the outfit. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know, do you have a fantasy self? Do you shop for your fantasy self? Or any of that? And sorry for this crazy chit chat. But thank you very much for watching. If you would like to see more videos from me, I'm going to link one here, and if you're not already subscribed, it's the A right here. And I'll see you next time. A little more come. I haven't even had a glass of wine yet. Bye.